Welcome to another exciting dive into the wonders of nature and science. Today, we're talking about Yellowstone National Park, the world's first national park and a living, breathing geological marvel. The title of this video might catch your eye. Yellowstone sees 2% increase in 2025 visitor numbers. That's right. Despite the challenges of crowds, conservation, and everything in between, more people are flocking to this iconic destination than ever before. But why does this matter? And what does it tell us about the park's unique science? Stick around as we explore the numbers, the reasons behind the surge, and the bigger picture for Yellowstone's future. Let's start with the facts. Yellowstone National Park, spanning parts of Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho, welcomed over 4.8 million visitors in its record-breaking year of 2021. That was a post-pandemic boom, with people rediscovering the outdoors after lockdowns. Fast forward to 2024, and the park saw about 4.74 million visits. A solid second-place finish, up roughly 5% from 2023's 4.5 million. But 2025? It's shaping up to be even bigger. As of early September 2025, year-to-date data from the National Park Service shows Yellowstone hosting around 4.1 million recreation visits through August, putting it on track for a full-year total exceeding 4.84 million. That's a projected 2% increase over 2024's final tally, edging closer to shattering that 2021 record. These aren't just random tourists snapping selfies. Recreation visits count every entry into the park, whether by car, foot, or otherwise, and they reflect a growing global fascination with natural wonders. In May 2025 alone, the park saw 566,363 visitors, up 8% from the previous year, and the busiest May on record. June brought in 928,250, a slight 1% dip from 2021 but still up from 2024. Even July, despite a 2% drop to 975,109, kept the momentum going. By mid-year, through July, Yellowstone had logged 2.66 million visits, surpassing the same period in 2024 by about 1.5%. This steady climb isn't accidental. It's driven by science, accessibility, and a renewed appreciation for the planet's geothermal heartbeat. So, what makes Yellowstone so irresistible? At its core, it's a scientific spectacle. Yellowstone sits atop a supervolcano, the Yellowstone caldera, a massive volcanic system that's been active for millions of years. This isn't some dormant relic. It's alive with over 10,000 hydrothermal features, including the famous Old Faithful geyser, which erupts predictively every 90 minutes or so, shooting superheated water 100 to 180 feet into the air. The science here is geothermal magic. Underground magma heats water trapped in porous rock, building pressure until it bursts forth. More than half the world's geysers are in Yellowstone, making it a living laboratory for studying Earth's inner workings. But the park's allure goes beyond eruptions. It's a biodiversity hotspot, home to grizzly bears, wolves, bison herds numbering over 5,000, and more than 300 bird species. The reintroduction of wolves in the 1990s is a classic ecology success story, trophic cascades in action. Wolves controlled elk populations, allowing willow and aspen trees to regrow, which in turn supported beavers, songbirds, and river health. This interconnected web of life draws scientists and nature lovers alike, who come to witness evolution and ecosystems in real time. Visitor numbers spike because social media amplifies these stories. Viral videos of bison migrations or geothermal pools in Biscuit Basin inspire armchair travelers to book trips. Now, why the 2% uptick in 2025 specifically? Post-pandemic travel habits play a huge role. With remote work normalized, families are hitting the road more, and Yellowstone's vast 2.2 million acres offer that perfect escape, camping, hiking, and stargazing under some of the darkest skies in the lower 48. Improved infrastructure helps too. Better roads and timed entry systems, piloted in recent years, ease congestion without turning people away. Economic factors are at work as well. As inflation stabilizes, domestic tourism booms with RVers and road trippers citing Yellowstone as a bucket list must. International visitors, though, face headwinds from global events, but apps and virtual tours have whetted appetites, leading to more in-person follow-ups. Science also fuels the trend through education. The National Park Service runs citizen science programs like monitoring hydrothermal activity or tracking wildlife with camera traps. Visitors participate feeling like part of the research. Climate change awareness adds urgency. People want to see glaciers, hot springs, and ancient forests before they evolve or vanish. Warmer temperatures have slightly altered geyser patterns, sparking curiosity about volcanic monitoring via seismographs and satellite data. The U.S. Geological Survey's Yellowstone Volcano Observatory provides real-time updates, reassuring visitors while highlighting the park's dynamic geology. Of course, more visitors mean bigger challenges. That 2% increase translates to thousands more feet on trails, cars on roads, and hands near fragile features. Crowds strain resources, entrance lines can stretch hours even on weekdays, and wildlife disturbances rise. Bison goring incidents and thermal burns, over 20 deaths since 1890, underscore the need for education. The park's $1.5 billion maintenance backlog includes crumbling bridges and overwhelmed wastewater systems, all exacerbated by heavier use. Staffing is another issue. While Yellowstone has bolstered its 2025 workforce compared to 2021, the broader National Park Service grapples with shortages, leading to longer waits at visitor centers. Conservation efforts are ramping up to match. The Yellowstone Pledge encourages leave no trace principles. Stay on boardwalks around scalding springs, keep 100 yards from bears and wolves, and pack out trash. Fee adjustments, like a proposed international surcharge starting 2026, aim to fund improvements without deterring locals. Adaptive management, informed by data analytics and AI modeling, predicts crowd flows to deploy rangers efficiently. Biodiversity monitoring uses drones and eDNA sampling, environmental DNA from water, to track species health amid rising human impact. Looking ahead, this 2% growth signals both promise and peril. If 2025 tops 4.84 million, it'll affirm Yellowstone's status as America's crown jewel, drawing funding for science and preservation. But unchecked, it risks loving the park to death. Erosion, pollution, and habitat loss could dim its wonders. The solution lies in sustainable tourism, off-peak visits, eco-lodging, and virtual experiences to spread the load. Yellowstone isn't just a park, it's a window into Earth's fiery soul, a classroom for ecology, and a call to stewardship. As visitor numbers climb, so does our responsibility to protect it. If you're planning a trip, go prepared, respect the rules, and contribute to the science. What do you think? Crowds worth it for the magic? Drop your thoughts below, like and subscribe for more nature insights, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.